Time now for a look at the other stories making headlines today. We begin in the United Arab Emirates, where global leaders have gathered for the 28th Annual United Nations Climate Change Conference, also known as COP28. Today, Canada's Environment Minister Stephen Guilbeault announced a $16 million contribution. It will go to a global fund designed to help developing countries recover from loss and damage from climate change.
I want to congratulate the COP28 presidency for their leadership in securing the adoption of the fund on the first day of COP28 and for making a contribution right away. It is good to see others step up with early contributions, and we hope many others will join.
Guilbeault also let it be known today that two major court decisions at home have delayed this country's plans to implement a cap on oil and gas emissions. Guilbeault says the Supreme Court's ruling on the Impact Assessment Act and another federal court decision on Canada's plastics ban means the federal government needs to determine if its latest proposal infringes on provincial jurisdiction.
The federal government can certainly intervene when it comes to matters of pollution, and including climate pollution, but we have to be very careful not to impede on provincial jurisdictions, has meant that we have to make sure that our regulation does exactly that it tackles pollution without infringing on provincial jurisdiction, and that has meant that it has taken a little bit more time than maybe we had initially anticipated.
Canada's COP28 delegation includes provincial, territorial, and Indigenous representatives. The UN Climate Change Conference will run until December the 12th in Dubai. Two federal ministers were on opposite sides of the country today to boost support for Canada's supply chains. The Transport Minister, Pablo Rodriguez, and the Natural Resource Minister, Jonathan Wilkinson, were at the ports of Halifax and Vancouver. They both announced the creation of a national supply chain office. The ministers say this new office will help improve efficiency and resiliency, including mitigating impacts from disruptions.
Here and in facilities like this across the country, we are making investments to ensure that our critically important supply chains, the economic links that ensure affordable goods and products are delivered to markets and to Canadians, are as sustainable and as competitive as possible.
The Ontario Liberal Party will name its next leader this weekend. Four candidates step forward to lead the party: Mississauga Mayor Bonnie Crombie, federal Liberal MPs Yasser Naqvi and Nathaniel Erskine Smith, as well as Ontario MPP Ted Hsu. The winner will lead the party in the next provincial election against Doug Ford's Progressive Conservatives. Ballots will be hand-counted on Saturday, and the results will be revealed at an event at the Metro Toronto Convention Centre the same day. More than 103,000 party members were eligible to vote. And finally tonight, the U.S. House of Representatives has voted to expel Republican Congressman George Santos. The 311 to 114 vote means Santos, who represents New York's 3rd Congressional District, becomes just the 6th person in American history to be removed from the U.S. Congress. Santos has been plagued by scandal since he was indicted on 23 federal charges, including wire fraud, conspiracy, and identity theft.